5%, only 5% retention of knowledge comes from lectures and 75% comes from practical application. And so this, all these theories, all the results, all the researches, all the data you easily get from Google or from any kind of websites, that all showed that the importance of practical learning in these days, and that's why the developed countries are so much developed from us, because of their dual approach of education system, and you can't deny this.
Who doesn't want a strong build, an excellent reliability, and a commanding presence? Who doesn't want a magnetic personality? Hi, I'm Feroz, the personality development coach of Learn, Develop, and Grow, and we are on a mission to develop magnetic personality of the students and the working professionals. And we are conducting a debate competition today, and the topic is classroom learning versus the practical experience. Can classroom learning can match the practical experience? Let's listen straight from the students of LDG what they have to say. Let's begin the debate.
So hello, good afternoon everyone. Myself Ognibha Choudhury, and today I will discuss about classroom learning. First of all, classroom learning is a fundamental role of education from which students acquire knowledge, skills and attitude. And the benefits of the classroom learning are improving behavior, social interaction, and classroom learning software and
Exactly.
interaction.
Good point said.
So that's the reason. That's why I prefer classroom learning, so that we can perform better in future if we learn this actually.
Hello everyone, myself Riya Shikdar, and as you told that classroom learning gives us skill. This is a big question for me, because if classroom learning can provide a skill, then the unemployment rate of India or globally is not so high that is right now, because every job, every business now need people who have skill over
Exactly.
the degrees, over the qualification. And if people have skill, if the classroom education system can give us the skill, then people don't have to worry about the employment. So where this is completely invalid point you focused, that it doesn't provide any skill, whether the practical experience approach or practical learning approach can provide several skills. And like when you are doing something, when you are doing things by your own, you can break the comfort zone, your comfort zone, and you can definitely adopt new learnings, new skills, and you can bring creativity in the
Exactly. Very
environment.
well said, Riya. Very
Yes.
insightful. Please let other members to speak.
Hello everyone, and I'm Rishabh, and I'm speaking for classroom learning because from my point of view, classroom learning actually provide all of us the base, and before facing the practical world, our base and foundation should be strong. Otherwise, we will be facing massive difficulties because at the practical world or in the corporate world, nobody have the time to teach you for the even basic things. So if you don't know the basic things, so it will be very difficult for you to even start survive within the corporate sector. So that basic foundation classroom learning provides you. So that is the reason it's so important to have this basic structure to be able to that's a act as a stepping stone for your practical future. So that's why it's so very important.
Very well said, Rishabh.
Hello everyone, myself Sujata, and actually,
Please speak. Please speak. Yeah. It's okay. So, no
So
problem. No
as you
problem.
told
This
that
happens.
it gives us the base. Okay, then if the base is important, no doubt it is important, but as well as the practical experience, bare minimum practical experience is also important in corporate field. And practical experience have several benefits, like when you learn a theory, you know the concept, what is the concept about. But when you have the practical experience, you can understand the why and how of a concept, and that can give you a complete contextual understanding, and it helps student for better comprehension, better retention also. As classroom learning creates burden of retention, burden of remembering things, remembering knowledges, but through hands-on experience, the burden can be reduced a lot, because the studies showed that when you do things by action, learn things by action, that increase the chances of retention, and that can actually help in the practical world, in the real world scenario.
So, hello everyone, it's me Muhammad Saki. I appreciate your point. However, you have said that practical exposures or practical learning give us the answer of why and how. You have said that? Okay. However, it doesn't tell us when, how much time it's gonna take. If you learn by practical exposures, practical things, it will consume a lot of time and you are not certain about the time period. But however, in classroom setup, you know that this is your time period, how much it is the time. In this time, you will be taught this, and you will be getting all those things. You know that. And the second thing, practical learning is not structured. Whether as compared to classroom learning, it's structured. You know what you have to do, what you are supposed to do, how you have to react, how after this subject what will come, after this study this topic what will come. You know all those things. But in terms of your practical exposure, practical learning, it never happens. This is my point. Over to you.
First of all, you talked about the structure. Structure excludes the creativity because you are following certain rules, certain structure, and it doesn't bring any kind of creativity. It doesn't help to build confidence in the students. And confidence and creativity are most important things that is the need of our generation. And one thing I must say, you haven't heard about the dual education system. I think the every developed countries like Germany, USA, they are following the dual education system. It is that the classroom, the students are divided in two parts, so they have to learn the classroom things also, and they have to gain some practical exposure. And studies showed that this also helps to reduce the unemployment rates in those countries who followed this approach. And one thing also, some research shown that if many global MNCs or many global companies, they are increasing or they are hiring based on skills, and this increased 20% from the year 2021. So I don't think that classroom learning can give any kind of exposure to the practical field to the students, and the structure just excludes them from the creativity and from the real world exposure.
Your point is extremely relevant, Ria. It's very important for the real world. Awesome.
In the classroom learning, we actually have access to a lot of resources like good infrastructure, library, sometimes digital also. So we can, through that, we can like continue our education. But in the practical learning, as Mr. Saki said, that it doesn't have any structure. Because of that, we actually don't know from where we can start, from where we can get practical experience. So that's, I think, a big impediment for practical experience, and that's why I think classroom learning is holding a edge over the practical experience.
And another thing, that in the whole world, practical exposures are less. Practical learning is less. Most of the people, they are doing classroom learning. It's too reliable. As Mr. Rishabh has said, that you are getting too much resources. You know the hierarchy of, by this hierarchy the knowledge will come by this. You know, if you are having a difficulty or you are having a problem, where to go in classroom setup. But in practical setup, you don't know where to go. You have to burn your calories, you have to burn your mental power to find out, and that's too hard for most of the individual. That's why they chose classroom setup. And one thing, I'm giving you a thought experiment. You are in a room, okay? Now you have 5 ways. In front of the gate, there is a 5-way. Okay, you have to go. You don't know that I have to go by this or that, this or that. Okay, you will be lost. Most probably, there are chances to get your destination is less. Yes or no? Say.
I will say when my turn will come.
Okay, you will say when your turn will come. That's how you have to go through every way. Then your turn will come. Then you're gonna get your motto. I mean, where you want to go. Okay, do you understood? And the second thing, in classroom setup, you know, okay, I have to pursue this after this. That's how my goal, my pathway is ready, already ready. It's made up. Over to you.
Thank you. What pathway you are telling? That achieving good marks? This is the pathway only, or you need to be employment. You need employment. What is your pathway? Tell me now.
To get success.
And you think that success means you have some structure and you only follow the structure. You are not breaking any kind of rules. You are not bringing any kind of creativity. You don't have the critical thinking skills. You don't have the
amazing,
problem solving
amazing.
skills, and you
Really.
want success. This is the way.
Mind-boggling.
So I want to tell you, you have talked about critical thinking and you have talked about problem solving. Now let me give you an example. There is a class, 30 students are over there. They are having social gathering. They are understanding each other. They are understanding about social norms, terms, and all those things. Now they are getting information. They are using their brain to decode that information, and that's how they are increasing their critical thinking.
I think
Listen, let me finish. And this is the way how they are developing their critical thinking skill and problem solving skill. Let me give you an example. I have a sister. She is older than me. She is doing her PhD and she is wonderful at her academics. And she is too much good at critical thinking. She has problem solving skill. Then all of those skills she got by schooling. She got good marks, and she is doing well.
Okay,
She
okay, that's
knows the
enough. Let
pathway.
other people to speak.
okay. So first of all, academic is not only the path. She choose academic. That is her point. But we are not. You are not focusing on. You can't focus on one point. You are generalizing things. That doesn't happen because people have to understand the thing that employment is different from the academic path, and the classroom learning creates a gap between the academic or between the academic world and between the real world, real employment world. And we have to bridge the gap between the theory to impact. That's why practical learning is important. And do you ever heard about different kinds of learners there are? You mentioned your sister. Okay, maybe she has good she is a good learner, maybe. But there are different kinds of learner in our whole system. There are kinesthetic learner, there are visual learners, and they need different kinds of learning techniques, and which can't be provided from the classroom learning. And that only possible when the whole product is comes under the action. Okay, so that's why practical learning is very important.
No, first you.
So for the classroom learning, like you can get a lot of social interaction, like you can do a lot of communication. We are talking about communication all the time, but until unless we are learning what communication is, what communication means, and what types of communications are there, what are the communication barriers are there, how can we practically, execute that? Until unless, and we can do a lot of social interaction, like we can learn about team building, we can learn about critical thinking also. So until unless we are learning and getting an idea about that, how can we practically going to implement that? Before practical implement, we have to know about the things, and that's when this classroom learning actually play the most important role, most critical role.
I already discussed this point, and you are bringing same point again and again. Like we already discussed that you already mentioned this, that gives us clarity, and I also mentioned that we need to learn the why and how of the point, not only the what of the point. That's why contextual understanding is very important. And the second thing is the learning pyramid. I can't recall the name of the inventor of the learning pyramid. He also mentioned the point that 5%, only 5% retention of knowledge comes from lectures, and 75% comes from practical application. And
Exactly.
so this, all these theories, all the results, all the researches, all the data you easily get from Google or from any kind of websites, that all showed that the importance of practical learning in these days. And that's why the developed countries are so much developed from us, because of their dual approach of education system, and you can't deny this.
Awesome, Ria. You did a well research on the topic. I mean, wonderful, very insightful and relevant. The learning pyramid you have mentioned, right? It's very relevant for the real world.
So as you told, it is true. But without communicating with each other, how will you perform in practical?
Oh my God, in practical scenario, you have to communicate with each other.
Speak over the mic, or else you
In,
won't be audible.
Yes. In practical scenario, you have to communicate with each other. You have an idea about practical learning, like how it happens?
No, I have no idea. That's why.
you are telling this?
Without any idea why you are bringing up such points.
So what I was saying that
No.
why classroom learning is important when you want to teach masses. If your goal is to become individually doing something or individually create something, then you should go for practicals. However,
Last 2 minutes time, we have to conclude this.
yeah. However, if you want to
Last
do
2
something
minutes.
for masses, you have to
Time
go for
starts now.
classroom learning, or else people won't understand. Even we are under the classroom right now. So if you want to bring people, if you want to teach them together, one head, one roof, then you need classroom learning. That's my point.
First of all, classroom learning, practical learning also need a classroom. You messed up the whole thing. Like classroom don't need only classroom. Practical learning also need a classroom. shelter. Okay, so this is a, I know what point you bring, whatever. So first of all, practical learning, you can build some groups and you can assign some kind of projects to them, and this also help them to build to gain several kind of soft skill like communication, like team management, like team building, and also you leadership skills. These are most relevant skills. And also one thing I have to mention, that you don't have to rely on your grades, on your assessments in practical learning, because you are learning by your own. You are inventing different steps, different methods, and you can understand which is very relevant to solve this matter, and which is required to solve this matter. And this also helps you to understand the feedback by your own. Okay, and you can improve in any stage. You don't have to look for grades, marks, that okay, the result will come, then I will find my areas where I have to improve. You don't have to rely on that. You can improve by your own, and it is a iterative improvement process, which is classroom learning can't provide.
Last 30 seconds.
Yeah. First of all, you have said practical learning also need roof or something like that. So the guys who are doing sales or marketing at outside of who are doing their job in market. So is they are not doing practical?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's contradicting with your point. It's contradicting with your point, and
because
that-
you told me that classroom learning needs classroom and practical learning don't need class. Because contradicting your point, I only bring that point. That doesn't mean that it.
Do not speak like that. The mic should be
Everyone knows that
closest to your mouth.
practical learning also need some kind of shelter or some kind of classroom, and you even get practical exposure. This is a two-in-one combo, which classroom learning can't provide.
So what I was saying, that now if you think about that, we have to influence masses. If we have to teach masses, we have to upgrade them. We cannot do them by practical exposure, because we cannot give them everyone at the same time practical exposure. So we have to put them in a class and we have to teach them by this method is more applicable. So that's why people still use classroom methods. This is more useful, more convenient. That's why you can see in India, most of the 99% areas are using classroom methods. In developing country, everywhere.
That's why India is developing country, and that's why Germany, USA is developed country. And for one thing I must mention, that you must learn about the internship workshops, and they include several participants, several students, and you are talking about masses. So there are different schools, different colleges, and people don't come in one college or one school. So why you are talking about masses? It is about the classroom. It is about the learning. There are different schools, and every colleges need to acquire this practical learning. So where is the masses thing comes from?
I think you.
All right, it's time to wrap up today's debate competition. You have really provided good insights. You have spoken really well. You debate with full diligence. You have projected your thoughts and ideas. But at the end, we all have to agree that without practical execution, the classroom learning is absolutely futile, of no use. Like, experience from practical learning, the experience you gain from practical learning can never match with the classroom learning. And the learning pyramid, which Ria mentioned, it's really very much important. So let's conclude that classroom learning is also important, and at the same time it has to be executed. Like 70% practically you need to learn the things. Imagine if you have to learn swimming and let's say martial arts, you read 1000 books, and you know what will happen in the real world when in a street fight, your parents won't able to recognize you, right? You need to learn it. You need hands-on experience, and that's why the employees ask for, we need experienced employees. It's the highest priority. So experience is very much important. So it's a very insightful and relevant topic. Whoever can pick up the key essence, the key learnings, the key takeaways, it's really beneficial for the students. Thank you so much. Stay tuned with Learn, Develop, and Grow.